this big giant bus, and they're just like, yay, it's fun bus day. And what are you gonna say? Oh no, sorry, mommy didn't pay for you to get on the fun bus. Like, like, why would they put that pressure on the parents? What, like, why? Paycheck breakdown, cash stuffing, binder revamp. Let's just get into it. Stay tuned. Hey y'all, welcome or welcome back to my channel, Planning Serenity, where we plan for serenity. My name is Jessica, and as mentioned, we are doing a little bit of everything today. Hopefully this video is not too long, so let's just get right into it. So we are going to start with our paycheck breakdown. So we are doing our breakdown for the first, what is this? No, the second paycheck of September. Sorry, y'all. If you are new here, welcome. I appreciate you clicking on my video and stopping by. If you're returning, you absolutely already know how I feel about you. We did decorate this spread together. So if you did not watch that video, be sure to go back and check that out to figure out what's going on here. So I did fill in everything as far as the paycheck breakdown is concerned, just to make sure it made sense. I did not do my last one on camera, but I did do it behind the scenes. So I did, like I said, I did a rough draft technically, and here we are. So let's just get right into it. I am going to turn the Zoom feature on. I appreciate y'all being here if you follow my channel for budgeting aspects, because I know those videos are kind of sporadic because this technically is a digital planning channel. So I appreciate y'all coming back. If y'all are coming back for budgeting, means a lot. So if you are new here, I do not budget to $0 technically in my account. I do just pull whatever I'm comfortable with from my paycheck. I get paid twice a month, on the 15th and the last day of the month. So we are doing the breakdown for the paycheck that I got on the 15th, which was yesterday. Okay, so what I did pull for my paycheck was $2,000. If you do not know, I am an executive assistant and a personal assistant for a CEO of a very prominent company, and I'll just leave it there. But like I said, I am not comfortable taking all of my money out of my account just yet. I don't know if I ever will be, but yeah, there's that. So let's do our breakdown, see what we're working with. So as far as tuition, 150 is coming out. Well, I am budgeting out 150. So if you do not know, my oldest daughter, she goes to a new school, and I basically have a scholarship for her through the school. So I only have to pay $300 a month for her tuition. God is good. God is great. God is awesome. All of the above. Thank you, Lord. A terrible situation happened with her last school as far as them abruptly closing and sending their kids nowhere. So if you're new here, I can't get into that situation again, but clearly it was all for the best, because she is excelling in her new school. I only have to pay $300 a month for her. So yes, I'm super blessed about that. So I do split as much as I can. I split payments or bills in half each paycheck. So that's why 150 is coming out of this check, because 150 already came out of the paycheck that I got on the last day of the month of August. All right, so T-Mobile, as mentioned in the last budgeting video, I took T-Mobile off of auto pay. It's just, I don't know, it's something about me making the payment, knowing that it's made. That's it. I don't like waiting for people to take their funds from me. Like, no, if I owe you, I owe you. And I just couldn't do the auto payment thing. I know I was super excited. It was like the first bill ever to put on auto pay, but I don't know. Comment down below. Do you think it's like a goal to put things on auto pay, or I don't know. Well, maybe for some people it is, but for me, I wasn't feeling auto pay. So I did take it off of auto pay. And when I did that, this was simultaneously the time where I ended up having to pay like an extra $200 and something for my daughter's school uniform, because we had to have the official logo from Land's End. Please don't get me started, y'all. If you're new here, you gotta go back and watch those videos. But yeah, to make a long story short, I ordered all my daughter's school clothes, thought we were set. School started, and they're like, oh, sorry for the mix-up, but you have to have official school uniforms from Land's End with the official logo, and the shirts are $50 a pop. So yeah, I got her 6 shirts, so yeah, you do the math. Anyways, I don't even know how we got on that and we're freaking talking about T-Mobile. Oh, because the reason it's $64 and not the usual 120 something. So, you know, auto pay, you get $10 off. So the bill technically went to 130-ish. However, I did a, what is it called? Pay later or pay in, whatever. Pay later is whatever you call it, because of the school uniform situation. I didn't want to pay. I knew T-Mobile was the bill that I could easily do it with and not have to pay the whole thing up front. So that's what that is. So this is the second half of the payment that I had split in half. I hope that makes sense, y'all. Kia, I'm sorry, y'all. I have probably been covering it the entire time. Well, let me move my hand. If you're new here, I'm new to my 12.9 inch. I'm coming from a 9 point something, and super sorry because I was just covering exactly what y'all need to see. All right, so Kia, that is my car. As y'all know, I have a super high car payment, blah, 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 blah. It is what it is. We're working through it. So I split those payments in half, and I guess I pay a couple dollars extra because the payment is like $596. So probably paying $4 extra, a total of $600 to $300 payments is probably does nothing, but this is the second half of the $300 payment. Kia is due on the 18th. However, I just pay it ahead of time. When I get paid on the 15th, I always just make my car payment of $600. So that's what that is. Shop pay, I have something else on shop pay. I know I just finished a shop pay, but I did put something else on shop pay. It is something for me, something for my therapy, something that I need, to make a long story short, and we'll just leave it there. I have the funds to take care of it. It is what it is. That I already paid it. Like I said, not like I said, but bills are due on certain dates. However, when I get paid, I just take care of everything. I don't like waiting each day to say, all right, it's due this day, let me go in and pay. No, when I have the money, I pay it. I don't, correct me if I'm wrong, but is there a reason to wait until the due date to make a payment? Like, I don't know. Am I tripping? I don't know. Anyway, so all of these are taken care of. They were taken care of yesterday on the 15th when I got paid. All right, so then we have my youngest daughter's school. This was actually taken care of as well. I wrote that I paid 60. So technically 120 is coming from this paycheck, but I pay, sorry, y'all. I could not get my thoughts together. I don't know what is going on. See, this is what happens. I missed 1 week of a paycheck breakdown, and here we go. Okay. What am I trying to say? To make a long story short, Jade, I have to pay $60 a week for her now. So 120 is coming from this paycheck to cover each week of this paycheck. And what I wrote here is basically I'm going to use my Venmo account as bill pay. So the funds that I'm not taking out in cash, because I'm not doing a bill pay binder just yet. So the funds that I'm not taking out in cash, I will be putting in my Venmo account and using that as bill pay. I think. Just an idea. I do have another actual real bank account that I can use, so I may do that one, but this is just a thought. But that's just what I wrote there. So I did pay 60 of this 120 already. The other 60, I'm basically trying to figure out which account I want to transfer it to, so it can sit there untouched until the next week when I need to pay her school. All right, there we go. Dentist, I did have all of this in the sinking funds. Y'all know I have an appointment, and then I missed my appointment, so I had a $100 late fee. We already stuffed the $100 together, but I was all set with a total of $186 with the late fee in my sinking funds. But the school uniform situation, if y'all can imagine, 6 shirts times 50 plus tax, all that good stuff. I needed to pull funds from somewhere, and I knew a dentist appointment is something that I could reschedule. I'm not getting any serious work done, so I pulled the funds from there just in case I wouldn't be able to make this dentist appointment and pay $186. I'll be fine. The funds worked out, so I'm gonna pay my sinking funds back $30 to be able to pay the full $186 to the dentist when I go on Tuesday, I think. Dance convention. My daughter is now a part of the competition dance team at her dance studio, but she also is a part of the regular dance classes at her studio. But this dance convention, they go to several different conventions, competitions, all that good stuff. But this one is optional. I'm pointing up here, but obviously y'all can look down here. But this one is optional, and it is $180. And I had planned to cash pull for it, or take the funds out for it. However, they charged it to the account. I didn't know they were going to charge it to the account, and by the account I mean the account that she has at the dance studio, which her grandfather pays for. So my dad pays for Jania's ballet, competition, dance, everything that has to do with dance, he pays for, because it's literally thousands of dollars. So kudos to you parents that pay for your kids to do like these intense extracurricular activities, because if my dad wasn't paying for it, like, she wouldn't be able to do this. So to make a long story short, we got an email saying, okay, if you said that your child can make it, or your daughter can make it to the convention, we charge the card on file. And I was like, okay. So basically what I put here is charge to account, dad pay, ? So he hasn't said anything. I think the right thing to do would be to let him know that I was going to cash pull for it, but I'm not putting it in this budget because it is charged to the account. And like I said, he does pay for everything dance, because honestly, we just can't afford it. It's just, thousands of dollars. No. And I'm not exaggerating. It's literally thousands of dollars. All right. So that's what dance convention is. But again, I'm not pulling any funds for it. Fun bus. This is for my youngest daughter, Jade. I think it's a really sucky thing that her school is doing. But during the summer, they had fun bus, included in the summer activity fee. Basically the fun bus it's like this big giant school bus that was like gutted out, and they filled it with a whole bunch of fun, learning activities and swings and slides and stuff for kids. So it comes to schools in the area for a certain amount of time. So they did that in the summer, and it was included in the fee. Now we got an email saying, all right, the kids loved it so much that we're going to do it for the school year until the end of October, but it's optional. Like, the kids can only get on the bus if the parents pay for it, basically. So in the summer, all the kids went because you had to pay the summer activity fee in order for your kid to go to school there during the summer. Obviously, you don't have to pay for your kid to get on the fun bus during a regular learning academic school year. So I think it's really sucky, because it's a bus that sits in front of the school in the morning. So when you're pulling up to drop your kid off at school, they say this big giant bus, and they're just like, yay, it's fun bus day. And what are you gonna say? Oh no, sorry, mommy didn't pay for you to get on the fun bus. Like, why would they put that pressure on the parents? Why? So long story short, I paid for it. It wasn't budgeted for. It is what it is. So I don't know what it's called. Taylor budgets, she mentioned, I think it's like cash rolling or cash. I don't know what it's called, when like you have expenses that you just pay for when you get paid, and they're not budgeted for. It's not technically I don't know what to call it. It's an unbudgeted expense, but there's another word for it. Anyway, so the total for this session that they're going to be pulling up to the school in this big giant bus teasing the kids is $90, but it is being prorated because, like I said, they randomly sent us this email. The session already started for these 2 months, obviously, because we're halfway through September. The session ends October 30th. So they're prorating it, but I don't know how much they're prorating it for. So the full session was $90. I'm budgeting for $75. I don't know. I don't know how much it's going to be. I tried calling them and they didn't answer. So yeah, there's that. I guess I could fill in these actuals since I paid the bills, but I'll do that when we're done. What else? All right. So that's it for bills basically. And the total of those is $821. All right, so my expenses, which are my cash envelopes, these are the same as usual, except for shopping. So groceries, this is $200, which will be for the pay period. So $200 until the 31st. And then And like I said, if you're new here, I get paid twice a month, but I cash stuff weekly. So this is $200 until the 31st, but it's only going to be for the first cash stuffing period. This is $100 of gas until the 31st. Technically I already filled my tank when I got paid, so I have $50 left until the 31st, but my tank is on full, and it'll be on full until I need to put the other 50 in next week. Eating out is $90. That's for my girls. If you're new here, that is their category. I don't typically spend from that. Allowance, that is my energy drink and candy money. So $50 until the 31st. It may seem high if you're new here. I'm a recovering alcoholic. I unfortunately kind of sort of survive off of caffeine, energy drinks, and candy. But I make my own coffee at home, so I don't need to budget for that. Thankfully, because it's so funny. I feel like a lot of budgeters have like a coffee, like going to an actual Starbucks or Dunkin' addiction. But I love making my coffee at home. But yes, that's what allowance is. So $25 each cash stuffing week for that. Shopping, y'all know this was $200, and then it was $180, and now we're down to $160. So we're gonna do $80 for each cash stuffing week. Miscellaneous is the same, so that's $30 for each week. And then home, I bumped that down from 30 to 10. And then of course, when I did that, I had to already get some stuff for home. So, but we should be fine. So the total of that is $680 for my cash envelopes. Again, that is for the entire pay period, not just 1 week. The funds that I do not stuff in the wallet today will go in, I will leave in the bank bag, just as I did the last time. So over here for sinking funds, I do need to get Janaya more school clothes. I know it's absolutely ridiculous, but she does need more bottoms because, as y'all know, I was focusing on the $50 a pop shirts, but she does need more bottoms, and she also needs more sneakers to wear to school. I did get her 2 new pairs, but she needs like good heavy duty like sneakers. And her foot grows so quickly, but she's also like a ballerina, so we need to protect her feet, all that good stuff. So I budgeted $75. However, when I went out last night to spend from the home category, we'll get to, I saw some slippers that were $5. So I got my oldest son and my youngest son. So I already took 10 from this $75, even though it was technically all for Janaya, but that's totally fine. So that's what this says here. I just put 10 spent on slippers at Family Dollar. All right, and then Dominion. So y'all, they're trying to get me again. So you know when we were away on the cruise, we were out of our home. They charged us $300 that month. They took like $15 off, y'all. No comment. Last bill, well, the bill after that, is that this bill? Yeah, the bill after that, which is this bill, they are trying to charge me, y'all, $370. Not paying it. So, like I said, I do split my bills in half. What I'm gonna do is, I'm pulling $170 out, and then I'm gonna call them, and we're gonna have to figure something out, because I don't know what they're trying to do, but they're not getting me. They're not getting me, and we're just gonna leave it at that, because I can talk for 20 minutes about that. All right, so the girls, as y'all know, I had to pull for the school uniforms. I was pulling from a whole bunch of different envelopes. I let y'all know we cried about it already, all that good stuff. Okay, so I am trying to replenish my daughter's savings back up. So that's what that says, replenish. Y'all know typically I put $10 in, but I'm gonna put $35 in both of their envelopes. And then emergency, we're still just gonna put 10, because I've made a decision to try to pay off my Capital One credit card. I just want to pay it all the way down. I was trying to get to the under 30%. That goal was just not being accomplished. So I think my goal, honestly, is just to get it to 0. And when I do that, I'm just going to continuously keep it at 0 each month, because I just can't, like, the 30%, the calculate, like, no, it's just not calculating. So I'm going to put extra into Cap One as much as possible. I have a $500 limit on there, and it's about at like $450 right now. I've basically just been making the minimum payment. So the minimum payment is 25. I'm gonna put 40 in for this check and for now, but I may put additional in, which is why I put pay extra. So 40 is already extra because obviously it's $25 minimum payment, but I still may put additional on top of that. And then VDOT, this says you can wait. It's apparently I got tolls that I didn't pay or didn't know I needed to pay. They were sent to collections, and it has nothing to do with Easy Pass. Apparently, I don't know how they do it out here in Virginia. I'm very irritated with the whole situation, but apparently the VDOT has nothing to do with my Easy Pass. So I had $170 something go to collections for VDOT. It's already in collections. There's nothing I can do about it. There's no due date because it's in collections. So that's why I said it can wait, because this school uniform situation really hit us hard. And yeah, VDOT can wait, and we're just gonna leave it at that. So we have a big old dash there, which is how much they're getting. And then that's it for the paycheck breakdown. So to finally get to the cash stuffing, so we are going to cash stuff. Well, I pulled, let's see, let's just get to it. So this is the cash stuffing breakdown. Didn't decorate it as much. I was just playing around. As y'all can see, I did get another template. I wasn't feeling the last one anymore. So this is a new template. I did not do this one on camera with you all because I was just playing around. But these numbers are accurate. So we are going to be cash stuffing this top portion, which is the cash, well, technically cash stuffing this top portion. This bottom portion is the funds for the next week's cash stuffing. As you know, get paid twice a month, cash stuff weekly. So I hope that makes sense. So I am gonna prop my iPad up on the side, but these notes, just so you know what the notes say before I put my iPad up. Groceries, I left $50 in the account. I pulled $100. I left $50 in the account. How do I explain this? I don't know how to explain it. Long story short, I have $70 to play around with for groceries instead of 100 because we already spent 30. Okay, I hope that, yeah, that makes sense. Already spent 30 of the 100 when we got paid. Typically what I do is a grocery pickup, and then I leave about $30 in cash to get the fresh produce throughout the week. But did it a little differently this time. But the intention is still to spend at least $50 in grocery pickup, which is why I left 50 in my bank account, which I'm going to transfer to whatever account I decide to use for bill pay. So $20 is what's being pulled in cash for the fresh produce for the week. Eating out, I just have a note to myself that I took a 10 right after I left the bank, from the bank bag from the eating out category, and I put $6 in, which was leftover change. Super long story, but that's just a note to myself. Home, this is when I got paid and I got my period, of course. So I went to get some tampons and then realized we needed dish pods as well. So I had cash pulled, planned to cash pull $10 for home, but obviously tampons and dish pods took that all out. So that's why we are not this week cash stuffing home. Allowance, I already took some of my 25 because I had to get some energy drinks. So there's that. Miscellaneous, this instead of, what was it, 30 for the week, but I took some of the slipper money and then some of the slipper money, and then obviously $10 is not enough for tampons and dish pods. So that's why miscellaneous is down to 17 instead of 30, because some of the tampons and dish pod money and something else I got. Oh, I got like, they put the Halloween stuff out. I couldn't help it. So Halloween stuff got pulled from miscellaneous and shopping, which is why shopping is already down to 33. I did, excuse me, make a digital sticker purchase, a large one, because y'all know Etsy is having that gosh darn sale where you get $5 off and you can use shop coupons as well. This is posting Oh, the sale will still be going on when this goes up. So if y'all happen to watch this video by midnight today, head over to Etsy. They are having a sale where you get $5 off a purchase of $25 or more. And that is on top of shop discounts. So yeah, that's why these funds are not 80 and 30 respectively, because I got some Halloween stuff for the girls and Etsy stuff and iPad spray cleaner for my iPad from Amazon. So that dwindled down quite a bit, but we will still be good. But this is what we are cash stuffing, and then all of these are the sinking funds and the savings. So let me prop my iPad up and then we will get the cash stuffing. Okay, y'all, this is literally the first time I've ever had to do this, but I'm gonna have to do a part 2 because this video is already 30 minutes long and I need to do cash stuffing as well as working on my binders because I do want to switch some things up. So I genuinely apologize, but please come back and join me for a part 2, which will be the cash stuffing and binder switch up. So if you are new here and you made it to the end of the video, I genuinely apologize, but appreciate it. Please drop a money bag in the comments just so I know that you're new, you made it to the end, and you like what you're seeing. If you do like what you're seeing, a like and subscribe would be absolutely awesome. If you're returning, you already know how I feel about you. I already know I'll see you for part 2. Drop a black heart in the comments and I will see all of y'all in my next video. Bye!